My guest is Wren Baker, and he's the athletic director at the University of North Texas in Denton. And this is a busy week for him for a couple of reasons. I'm going to first start out with the one that has to do with your school. North Texas has been the best team in their conference in the regular season. What about that keeps you busy right now?
Well, just preparing for the conference tournament. And luckily, it's here in Frisco at the Star, which is an awesome experience. This will be the third year that we've done the tournament there. But, when it's local, you got more dignitaries, more donors, more fans that want to come. So certainly administratively, there's more to do when it's local like that. But it's all worth it for our kids to get to have a home court advantage and hopefully paint the Star green and have a great crowd cheering them on.
So he'll be watching the Conference USA men's basketball tournament very closely, but he's also got to watch what some of the other schools are doing because he's a member of the committee that selects the teams that will go into the men's NIT tournament. What are you having to do right now on that front?
Well, I watch a lot of games and particularly try to keep an eye on those teams that would be bubble teams for the NCAA because those are the ones that will end up falling maybe to us for selection. And so we have 4 leagues assigned. So my 4 leagues I keep a really close eye on, follow all the metrics, look up any stats I can, know their injuries, know when they're playing well and all the different trends. And then we do calls. I think we've had 3 or 4 up to this point. And then Friday, I'll actually miss the semifinals and finals. Should we be lucky enough to advance, I'll be heading to Indianapolis and going through the selection process just like the NCAA tournament does. It's a very similar process, and so we wait for them to complete theirs, and then we get ours completed shortly thereafter. But it certainly is a busy time of year, but it's fun. I love hoops. I love everything that it means for fan bases and for the public at large. Everybody loves March Madness, so it's an awesome time of year.
Well, and we could tell that. The reason Wren is here is he's at an event for the Dallas Influencers in Sports and Entertainment, Eastman and Bodine up in Plano. And so he was on a panel. We also watched Bryce Drew talk, which he stuck around for and asked questions. You obviously are very enthusiastic about this. Why?
Well, I just think this particular event is awesome because it's a lot of younger sports professionals building a network, which is so important for a variety of reasons. One, just to learn and grow and get better. 2 is to help each other through difficult times. Sports can be stressful at times, and then the charities that they support and all the goodwill that they do in the community. So it was fun to be here. I love to talk basketball. Tom Burnett from the Southland Conference was here. Tom's awesome. And Bryce Drew is one of my favorite March Madness heroes of all time. I graduated high school in '96, and so when I was deep in sports, he hit the shot in '98 against Ole Miss in the tournament, and that's one of my fondest sports memories. And so I was watching that live and watched it a million times since then. So it was really fun to be here with him.
So was anybody that was filling out a bracket that year?
There were some people that definitely got their bracket busted by Bryce. So
I'm fairly sure I was one of them. Wren, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
With Wren Baker for the Fort Worth Weekly, I'm Rush Olson.